Thutmose III, young but ambitious, faces pressure from his generals. Most want the safe route to Megiddo. He insists on the risky Aruna Pass. His war council debates he's gambling the empire's future. A scribe records every argument, fearing he'll be blamed if it fails. When scouts report enemy ambushes on the common roads, the bold plan suddenly looks prophetic. Inside Megiddo, the rebel king of Kadesh rallies Canaanite states against Egyptian control. Rival princes secretly want him to fail, but still march under his banner. They argue over whether Thutmose's bold approach is a bluff. As the Egyptian force emerges from the Aruna Pass, their coalition nearly collapses from panic. The sun beat down on the narrow ravine, its heat trapped between towering cliffs that seem to press in on all sides. Cautiously, the Egyptian infantry advanced, a river of bronze and linen flowing through the claustrophobic pass. A young soldier's eyes darted nervously towards the heights, his knuckles white on his shield. Even the chariot officers, veterans of a dozen campaigns, cast doubtful glances at the silent, watching rocks. It was a perfect place for an ambush. A scout knelt, his finger tracing fresh tracks in the dust. Not the prince of shepherds, but of a hidden army. Suddenly the pass opened onto the plain, and the world erupted into chaos. Egyptian chariots, freed from the confines of the ravine, crashed into the Canaanite lines like a tidal wave. The enemy commanders, their courage broken, tore off their golden armor and fled for the safety of Megiddo's walls. But as the massive gates slammed shut, their desperate soldiers were left outside, abandoned to the mercy of the Pharaoh's army. Inside the city, fear gave way to fury as civilians glared at the disgraced nobles who had led them to ruin. Outside, the Egyptians established their camp, a city of tents encircling the stone walls. A fierce debate broke out among the soldiers. Storm the walls now, or cut off their supplies and starve them out? The decision was made to wait. For 7 long months, the siege dragged on. Disease festered in the Egyptian camp, while resentment grew among officers forced to watch and wait. Inside Megiddo, hope withered. Hemmed in, starving, and with no hope of rescue, the Canaanite lords finally bowed to the inevitable, their rebellion crushed not by a single. The battle becomes the first fully recorded military campaign in history. The scribe must decide whether to record unflattering truths or obey political pressure. He worries a future pharaoh might punish honesty. The aftermath. Thutmose III emerges as one of history's greatest commanders. His enemies swear loyalty but secretly plan future revolts. The pharaoh wonders if victory has merely bought temporary peace.